Quiet down, please. Good morning and welcome to today's New York City Council vote for the Committee on Housing and Buildings. At this time, we ask that you please silence all electronic devices. At no time you are to approach the dais. Chair Sanchez, we're ready to begin.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm Councilmember Pirina Sanchez, Chair of the Committee on Housing and Buildings. Today we are voting on proposed intro number 1281A, sponsored by Councilmember Eric Dinowitz, in relation to deadlines for installing natural gas detectors and to repeal Section 908.1 of the Building Code related thereto. Proposed intro 1281A would postpone the natural gas alarm requirement of Local Law 157 of 2016 and would instead provide that natural gas alarms be required no later than January 1st, 2027. The Department of Buildings would also be required to submit to the mayor and the council by July 1st, 2026, a determination on if the department has been able to identify 4 distinct manufacturers of battery-powered natural gas alarms. If such determination finds an insufficient number of alarms, DOB would be required to extend the compliance date to January 1st, 2029. Supply chain issues have hampered building owners from complying with the requirements of Local Law 157 of 2016, and via Intro 1281A, the Council is taking action to ensure these safety measures are installed in a timely manner without being overly burdensome for buildings and homeowners. We'll also be voting on proposed intro 1296A, sponsored by Councilmember Carlina Rivera, in relation to requiring a solid, acceptable color or the display of artwork on temporary protective structures on construction sites. This bill would expand the allowable color of sidewalk shed parapet panels to include approved or alternative artwork through the City Canvas program, to address the issue faced by city agencies being ineligible to utilize capital funding to partake in the program. I am joined today by my colleagues. The clerk will call the roll, but I will now invite Councilmember Dinowitz to speak on his bill 1281A.
Thank you, Chair Sanchez. Today we are set to vote on Introduction 1281A, a crucial piece of legislation that will protect New Yorkers from being unfairly fined due to circumstances entirely out of their control. This introduction is an amendment to Local Law 157 of 2016, which requires the installation of natural gas detectors in residential buildings. This law is an important piece of legislation aimed at protecting New Yorkers from hazardous and sometimes deadly natural gas leaks. However, there is one significant issue with Local Law 157 as it is currently written. The gas detectors that are required by law are currently unavailable to consumers after the sole manufacturer and supplier pull the devices from the market due to a malfunction in the product. Many have been waiting for months for the detectors they've ordered, but after the May 1st compliance deadline is passed, they've still not received their orders. Despite these good faith efforts to follow Local Law 157 requirements, these New Yorkers are now set to be unfairly fined. In April, I sent a letter signed by 17 of my colleagues to the Department of Buildings requesting an extension to the law's compliance deadline. I was informed that the deadline could only be extended through legislation, thus necessitating this bill. If this introduction is not passed, New Yorkers will be fined for standards they cannot meet, and these fines will be issued indefinitely until the required detectors are made available again. Natural gas detectors are necessary to make New York City safer, but we have to adapt to the circumstances we are presented with. The city should not be fining people for not complying with safety standards that are impossible to meet. Introduction 1281A will postpone the installation deadline to 2027 while requiring the Department of Buildings to issue an additional extension if the agency cannot find 4 distinct detectors that manufacturers that are readily available for purchase. This is a straightforward, common sense fix. It ensures we uphold critical safety standards without unfairly burdening New Yorkers. I thank Chair Sanchez for bringing this bill to a vote today, Council members Bottcher and Holden for their original co-sponsorship, to Austin Malone, my staff, Adam Starpoli, Association of Riverdale Co-ops and Condominiums, and all the other staff who helped bring this bill forward. And I urge my colleagues on the committee to vote yes on Intro 1281A. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Dinowitz. I will now ask the clerk to call the roll.
Good morning. William Martin, Committee Clerk. Roll call vote, Committee on Housing and Buildings. Items are coupled. Chair Sanchez.
Aye on all.
Dinowitz.
Aye and all.
Feliz.
Aye and all. Congratulations, Councilmember Dinowitz and everyone passing bills. Great work.
Abreu.
Aye.
Aviles.
Aye.
Wrestler.
Permission to explain my vote? I'd like to congratulate Councilmember Dinowitz on this bill, and I would like to just congratulate our chair on her domination last week on the record officially. Thank you. Aye.
Thank you, Councilmember.
Hudson.
Aye.
With a vote of 7 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and no abstentions, both items have been adopted by the committee. Madam Chair, that is a full committee.
Thank you so much, clerk. And with that, this hearing is adjourned.